So I just finished an anime called Farming Life in Another World. I really liked it. I don't know where you can watch it, unfortunately. I've looked on the Roku. It says there's no provider for it, so I have no fucking idea where you can officially watch it or stream it or whatever. But if you know where it can officially be bought or streamed, and you want to post that in the comments, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I can't really tell you where I watched it. But, so yeah, it was 12 episodes. It was really cute. It is, I would describe it as fantasy, touch of comedy. It's like fantasy slice of life farming with a bit of cooking, town building, more like village building in this one. So if you enjoy watching like someone start on their own and kind of build things up little till they make, little by little, there you go, until they kind of have their own village, you might enjoy that. Our main character flatlines. He dies. You figured out he has a terminal illness. They don't say what illness, at least not in the anime. I don't know what manga, webtoon, wherever the fuck it's from. I'm assuming a manga, but it doesn't say what he dies. What he dies of, just that he had a terminal illness, and you find out he meets God, and God basically explains that he's an innocent soul, and he accidentally gave him the life of a sinner. So basically, he wasn't supposed to have that horrible life. It was an accident. It was a mistake. So basically, in that life, we don't really find out anything about him other than he had a terminal illness. He was bedridden, he couldn't even really get up, and that he was betrayed by people. So a shit life, basically. So in order to make up for it, God kind of decides to reincarnate him in another world. Instead of reincarnating as a baby, he reincarnates. I think they say he died at 30 something, mid 30s or late 30s or something. I want to say 37 for some reason, but I'm not sure if that's right or not. And it looks like maybe he gave him a younger body, and I don't know how young, but I'm assuming maybe college age, young adult. So somewhere in early 20s, mid 20s. I'm thinking more early 20s than that, but they don't say his actual age. And then his name is Hiraku. And he gets, like I said, he gets a healthy body that's slightly younger than his previous body. And also, he's like, is there anything you want to do? God says, and he's like, well, when I was, in the hospital, I happened to catch this show of an idol doing farming, and I want to try farming. So that's what he does. God gives him this, I think it's called the omnipotent farming tool, and it can pretty much do anything farming related. It's fucking amazing. Though it does do a few things that confuse the hell out of me. Because, it makes sense that it turns into, a watering can, a shovel, a hoe. Any farming tool you can think of. It can also turn pretty much any type of dirt, it seems into, this super fluffy, super nutrient-rich. Anything can grow in it, no matter what the fuck the season it's supposed to be grown in, can be grown in that soil. And I guess anytime he thinks about something, because he's experimenting with the tool after he gets transported to this world, which again God fucks up. It actually transports him into this forest called the Forest of Death, which everything there can kill you pretty much. It's nothing but trees that are, I guess we learn later, that it's hard as fucking steel. Thankfully it can turn into an axe, so you can cut it with one swing, but. And then all the ground, there's you don't see any vegetation or anything other than the fucking trees. So there's nothing. And he's I think we learn later on he's 30 minutes away from fucking water. He does dig a hole in the ground and strike water, but a river or something, It's literally in the middle of this deadly forest filled with terrifying creatures. No, there's no plant life other than the fucking trees, it looks like. And unless if he didn't dig, he would be 30 minutes away from the fucking river or something. So he wouldn't last long, you would think. But if he didn't have that tool, he sure would have been fucked. But God finds out later, he's like, oh fuck, oh God, I messed up again. I'll have to he can't interfere or something now. So he's like, oh fuck, hopefully he'll come back here when he dies, and I'll apologize and make it up to him again. And by the way, we're not told what the god is. We're just he calls him God and refers to him as God when he's thinking about him, but we do like hear him referred to as the creator later on. So we see him like once or twice again, but it's mostly kind of like in the background, like him watching over, than like him interacting because he can't interact with him anymore. So yeah, it's the tool can turn into anything, farming related it seems, but there are some things it turns into later where I'm like, that's not farming. So what the fuck is this? Like it turns into a magnifying glass. Um, I think he turns to like a chisel. Like I don't know what it is. I want to say it's a chisel, but something you like carve wood with. And there's like this hook that he can use to like drag the logs around. He's also given a much healthier body with a lot of vitality in it. So like he wouldn't really get sick, or at least not easily. You know, we never see him sick. So like he has a nice healthy body. He's got a younger body. He's got this tool that can do all kinds of cool things. And oh yeah, I was saying that there's no seeds. So he gets everything ready, like he plows a field, shit, and then he realizes, oh yeah, I have no fucking seeds. And I didn't see any vegetation. And then like the next morning or something, like you see like sprouts, and he's like, what the hell are these? And he finds out that he can grow anything as long as he's thinking about it. So he's like thinking about tomatoes. Oh, I want to grow tomatoes. I want to grow this. I want to grow that. And then as he's thinking that, he waits and like notices that that's what he is growing. So there's that, and then it's basically just like him doing farming and stuff and making like a little place for himself. And he uses this giant tree when he's wandering the forest. It's like a marking point, and that's kind of where he centers his future settlement, or in this case a village, around. And then he meets people along the way, and the village grows, and you know there's more farming, there's a little bit of cooking, there's adding technology. He's meeting different races. Like the first ones there are the infernal wolves, and then they bring a giant spider. I think it's called a greater demon spider or something. And then they have babies. So then that populates the village, and then he eventually meets who he's going to be like his wife or whatever, who's a vampire, Lucy. And then she gets. And then Tia comes along, she's like an angel, and it's just them kind of bringing other people around, either from them finding their way to the village themselves, or from other people who are in the village going and bringing people back with them. And it's literally just like, think of fantasy setting with farming and agriculture and that kind of stuff, and then just you watch the village, like you literally watch the village develop over time. You see like him starting out with the crops, you see more people moving in, and then them bringing more people, and then them bringing different like cattle or chickens or whatever, or hey, we have this yeast and now you can make bread, and hey, we got cows and chickens now we can do things with make cheese, and like you see it get built up over time. And it'll show like a little map type icon when things are updated, so that's nice. It can give you like a feeling what the village is like, how it's growing, how things are moving. There are a lot of characters. I think the hardest to keep track of are probably the elves, because there are such a huge number of the high elves. But yeah, but there's a touch of comedy. And yeah, it's literally just like you watch a guy farm. It's like farming a slice of life fantasy is what I would call it, with a touch of comedy. And I really liked it. And they kind of leave it off in a way that like, okay, now we have this village, and then we're gonna start another village maybe. And more people want to move here. We don't see who is going to move here, but we hear, like, hey, so and so contacted us, and these, they have like refugees, and then there's like, oh hey, like there are people that want to move here, blah, 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 blah. And then like, well, we're kind of running out of space in the village at this point. We might just have to start another village. It was kind of like an offhand comment, I think, and then like that's kind of how, But it's just, people are getting added, but like, yeah, there are a lot of elves, but like, even the fact that there are a lot of characters, none of them ever feel completely wasted. They don't feel wasted space. Like, even if a lot of them, like some of the elves, you don't really see them talk or something, but like, there's just a little differences somehow with either the way they look or how they're acting. I don't know, but it's think of it kind of like a world builder, but smaller. Like I said, it's a village builder, essentially, show. And it was just really cute. I really liked it, and I hope we get another season. I'm hoping I'm able to find a place where I can actually like find it streamed, officially, because I love it. But maybe I can find somewhere to buy the DVD officially or something whenever the fuck it comes out. Um, yeah, I don't know what season this came out in, but since I saw the trailer for it on YouTube, I've been wanting to watch it, and I finally watched it, and I liked it. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe to our videos, and bye. If you can, I would check this one out.